So we got a little bit of a more informal introduction today. What are you doing with your face right now?
Happy days, welcome back to my channel.
So today I'm going to be doing an everyday look. It's a get ready with me. I forgot to film the intro, so I figured I would put this pretty little face in it. She looks a mess because my mom's here, and she's just been playing with her. So she's in her PJs, just chilling. Me and Daddy are getting ready to go to Walmart. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a little get ready with me. Brielle just wanted to pop on and say hi and act silly like 3-year-olds do. You want to say anything? It's YouTube. You want to be shy? You're never shy. She's always on Snapchat trying to take up all the camera and wanting to do all the things, but God forbid we film for more than 10 seconds.
Everybody's this.
What is it?
It's a Barbie.
Oh, look at her hair. We gotta do her hair, girl.
No, it's horns.
It's horns?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see you in a minute, guys.
See you in a minute.
Plum kiss. Mwah. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to use, I already moisturized with my Murad Essential C Day Moisturizer. This is, I'm like addicted to it. Cannot stop using it. It's completely changed my skin. On my lips, I have my Kaplan MD Lip 20 Balm. I just broke a nail. My thumbnail just popped off as I was trying to open this box. Anyway, I don't have time to fix it, so we're just going to keep it moving. So this was sent to me by Influencer for review. I got the Becca Vox box, which I was so stoked about mainly because of their new primer, the purple one that's in there. This is called I think the First Light Priming Filter. Their Backlight Priming Filter is one of my, if not my holy grail favorites. So that's what it looks like. It's just like purple, and we're going to see what it does because I haven't used it yet. It feels like the backlighting one. Feels the same, has the real, oh my god, it feels so nice. If you guys haven't tried any of the Becca primers, I highly recommend them. They're so worth the money. This is nice. It's nice and glowy. What's it supposed to do? It helps with fatigue, dullness, dehydration, puffiness, and fine lines. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It feels nice. It looks nice and glowy like the backlight one, which is what I really like about that. So I'm going to have to try it a couple more times. And then I also have their new loose powder and their new kabuki brush. So I'm going to be reviewing all three of those. It's been so long since I filmed myself putting makeup on camera. My mind is like right now. So, okay, what do we do next? Oh, I'm going to use this new sponge. A friend of mine sent this to me. I got something in my eye. This is from Quo, and it looks just like my Morphe sponge, except this one gets way bigger and way fluffier when you wet it. It feels so much nicer than the Morphe one, so I'm really stoked to try this out. We're going to go ahead and do concealer first. I'm going to use light neutral in the Shape Tape, but if it's a little bit too dark, I am going to mix a little bit of fair in it, so I'm going to try this one first and see what happens. We're not going to be doing too much like highlighting and contouring just because this is a really simple look, so I feel like this will be a good shade, just like kind of a skin tone shade, just to cover up any dark circles or anything like that underneath my eyes. I'm also going to put it on my eyelids and right around here where I get a little bit of redness. So I'm going to blend that in. The sponge so far, it's working nice. I have a lot of redness in my skin today. I probably could have standed to throw a layer of foundation on, but I just didn't feel like it. I'm going to take a little bit more of the light neutral color and just put a little tiny bit on my forehead just to kind of cover up some of these red spots. I am really impressed with this Quo sponge. So if you're from Canada, run, because I really like it. It doesn't really take more than one use to know if you like a product like this. You can tell if they're one use with like a sponge or, you know, something like that, if it blends out nicely. And this is beautiful. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is, since that is the last cream product that I'm going to use, I'm going to go ahead and set my face and kind of use this almost like a powder foundation. This is the NYX No Filter Selfie Powder. I don't know what the shade is because it's not on the back. I'll just put it down in the description what shade I use. This is a Jessup Tapered Face Brush. This, oh my god, I've raved about this in, I forget what video it was, this tapered brush set from Jessup. You could find it on eBay and it is amazing. Every brush that comes in it is so good. So I'm just going to use this to kind of, I guess, set my primer since I'm not really wearing anything else. I don't put it up under my eyes because I don't set under my eyes. If you have fine lines or wrinkles on your under eyes, I suggest try not setting them and see how you like it. And definitely don't bake. I don't recommend it to you if you have dry skin. This powder though, this powder is amazing for dry skin. So I'm just going to load up on this. It helps with coverage, just evens out my skin a little bit, gives it a little bit more of a matte look. But you can still see, you know, I still look luminized from that primer, which is why I love those backlight priming filters. They're so good. Just put a little bit on my chest, kind of dull out this redness a tiny bit, all this redness I get on my chest. All right, now we're going to dip into this. This is the Peach Glow palette from Too Faced. I just got this. Have not used it yet, and I feel like when you're doing just kind of like a fresh face, real quick look, products that have a little bit of a sheen, they can just kind of liven up your face a little bit, and this one definitely has, you know, some glow to it. So we're going to use all three of these products in here. The first thing I'm going to dip into is on this end, and this is, I guess, like supposed to be the bronzer shade. It could be a highlight if you have a deeper skin tone. I'm just going to take my Morphe M527. This is a good brush for when you just want to, you know, bronze up, not like contouring or anything, just add a little bit more dimension and, you know, color to your face. Damn it, did I drop that brush? Oh, where'd it go? And we're just going to add a little bit of color. I don't know how I feel about this yet. Let's add some more and see what happens. It's definitely got pigment to it. Not too much. It's a little bit like pinky red, but I kind of like that. These Morphe brushes shed like a bitch, but they're so good. I just love them so much. So far, I am kind of digging this. I really like the color of it. I'm not sure. I mean, it has a little bit of glow to it. I know I recommended that maybe if you had a deeper skin tone, you could use it as a highlight, but if you did, it would definitely be super, super subtle. So I'm going to switch over to the Morphe R14 instead. I keep looking at the mirror instead of the camera. This is going to take me a little bit to get used to, but this is just a little bit more of a dense brush. There we go. That's better. I do like the bronzer shade. Make sure you get it up in that hairline. That shit always bothers me when I see that line right there, and trust me, I'm guilty of it too. I do like to contour my chin because it's a little bit, not so much contour, but just kind of take attention away from it. I don't highlight it just because it is pretty prominent. I really like that primer so far. It's looking really good. So I know this looks intense, but we are going to blend everything together and blend everything out. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M501 brush. This is just a little highlighting brush, and I'm going to use the highlighter from this palette right here. I'm going to use a very light hand because when you swatch it, wow, that's so bright. I have to get used to this ring light. When you swatch it, it can be a little deep if you have a lighter skin tone. I don't know how to use this ring light at all to show swatches, but I promise I'll figure it out. So this is more of like a fluffier brush. So I'm going to go with this one and just kind of tap the tip in just a little bit, knock off the excess, and I'm nervous. You guys ready? Here we go. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. If you use a light hand, I like that. It does seem to look like if I were to add too much, it would definitely be way too dark. Oh, I really like this color. With like a super fluffy blending brush and make sure that my bronzer, blush, and highlight are all blended together. So that'll kind of dull it down a little bit. This is nice. All right, now I'm going to switch to, I'm going to use this It Cosmetics brush. It's the 124, and I love using this for my Cupid's bow and down the bridge of my nose and on the tippy tip. So we're just going to add just a little bit and just a tiny bit on the tip of my nose and a little bit more down the bridge just because I haven't decided if I'm going to contour my nose yet or not, so this is a little bit dark, Yeah, this is definitely too dark for the center of my face, but on my cheekbones, I think it looks really nice. Let's go with the blush. Of course, another Morphe brush. These are my favorite. 500? I don't know. I can barely even see the number anymore, and I'm going to go into the blush in the center. I hate messing it up. Look how cute it is. The little peach. Okay, let's see. I've recently started putting my blush up a little bit higher and back a little bit more to kind of give me a more youthful appearance, as opposed to putting it on the apples of my cheeks, which can help you look a little bit more mature. So if you're younger and that's what you're trying to do, I would definitely go for, like, you know, more this area. But if you're a little bit older and you'd like a more youthful look, just kind of mix it in with your highlight and keep it, you know, like above the apples of your cheeks. So I've really been liking doing that. So I don't know how well you can notice. I hope like you guys can see everything because it's so fucking bright. I just hope that you guys are being able to notice what's happening. So I love this blush. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Let's add some more. I am a blush overdoer. Guilty as hell. A little bit on my chin. Bring it down a little bit this way. So yeah, that's where I have been liking applying my blush lately. And now I'm going to take this big brush from Real Techniques. It's just their powder brush, and I'm going to make sure everything is blended. And then I'm going to blend my bronzer into my blush, into my highlight. And I know you're probably thinking like, oh my God, you just did all that work to get everything all nice and precise and where you want it to be. But it doesn't, doing this doesn't really move anything around, especially if you just kind of do this motion. It just kind of blends it all together. So I'm going to take a little bit more of my NYX powder and kind of just, I went a little far down with my bronzer. So I'm just going to kind of do this just to make it blend a little bit better. Yeah, that definitely helps a lot. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to finish up highlighting. I'm going to take this Divina highlighter in Ice Kissed. It is so gorgeous. It was limited edition. I'm pretty sure it's still available as of today. I will link it down below if you're interested, because once it's gone, it is gone. And look at that Cupid's bow. It is beautiful. So I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose. Woo! It is way too much. Blend it out with my finger. That's better. And then down the center of my nose as well. Blend that out with my finger. And then I'm also going to take a little bit and just kind of put it in the corners of my eyes right here, just to kind of brighten my eyes up. So if you hear the kids in the background, it's because, you know, I got kids. See, you see how that just kind of like, you know, brightens your eyes up without having to go too crazy with your eyeshadow look. You just add a little bit of highlight in the center. You could even, you know, I could even stand to put a little bit less than this, but I ain't gonna, because I like it bright. Since this is a quick look, I'm gonna go ahead and just put some of this hairy shit in my eyebrows. This is from Mally. It's the Brow Beauty Brow Builder. It's kind of like the Gimme Brow, which people are more usually familiar with. So that's what I always compare brow gels with fibers in them, because I feel like the Gimme Brow was like one of the first ones. I could be wrong, but it was one of the first ones that I ever saw. I love this. Like it makes a subtle but really great difference. Like, do you see that? It looks so much better just from this little bit of fiberized brow gel. And I like this one better than the Gimme Brow. It has a lot of fibers in it, which really helps to build up my brows as opposed to just add color to them. I'm letting my brows grow in. So this one is a little bit crazy right now. This one's a little bit crazy right now. A little bit of, you know, these little hairs under here and such, that it's so hard for me not to pluck, but I have to not pluck them because I need to let it grow in the bottom. So I'm just going to take this and finish running it through my brows. Then I'm just going to take a clean spoolie and kind of You know, if any got on your skin or anything like that, you can just blend it through, use it to your advantage to add more color. This fucking hair right here. Can you guys see this one hair right here? Oh, it's bugging me so bad, but that's where I want my brow to grow in all the way across here so I can reshape them completely. I did this last year and it drove me insane doing it, but it was so worth it because my brows literally used to be pencil thin, and letting them grow in was the best thing I've ever done. But I want them to grow in more, so I haven't been plucking them or messing with them or anything. Nice natural brows. I mean, nothing too crazy. Last thing we're going to go ahead and do is put on some mascara and some lipstick. That's pretty generic stuff, so I'm going to do that off camera, and then I will be right back to show you my finished look. So when you're doing a look like this, I would suggest going with a lip color that is pretty neutral or something that you are comfortable wearing on an everyday basis. Usually my go-to would be Back Talk from Urban Decay, but I was just sent this by a friend in the mail. This is from Gosh. It's another Canadian makeup brand. It is their matte lipstick in the shade Antique, and I just cannot wait to dig into it. And I feel like it's a nice, like, neutral, like almost brown. Kind of smells like chocolate, like almost browny, kind of mauve-y shade. So I'm going to go ahead and use this today. So guys, I went ahead and blow dried and straightened my hair real quick. It literally takes me 10 minutes. I just blow dry it and then clip half of it up, straighten it, let the other half fall, straighten it, do one of these kinds of things, put some hairspray in it, and I am good to go. I also threw on this little sweater that I got from Burlington Coat Factory. It's like one of those, you know, like hangy ones, super duper comfy. Got some leggings on from Forever 21. Haven't decided what shoes I'm going to wear yet. Probably just my combat boots. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me, it was actually pretty easy for me to film, so give it a thumbs up so I know to do more in the future. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and you did enjoy my video. I love you guys so damn much, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.
We gotta tone that down a little bit. If you ever have to tone down a highlight on your face, just take your sponge that you used for your concealer or whatever, and do a little dab, dab, dab. Whew, Davina's highlighters are crazy. This does not want to tone down. Okay, that's a little bit better. The ring light definitely intensifies it. Sorry there wasn't a lot of bloopers. I'm just really in a rush. I really am going to Walmart, and I'm trying to get out there real quick so my mother-in-law can go home and get some sleep tonight because she usually ends up staying very late, hanging out with the girls, and I always feel bad because she has to get up early for work in the morning, but she always insists. You guys should follow me on Snapchat if you want to see stupid shit like what I bought at Walmart, or if you want to guess how much I spent on my groceries. I always do stuff like that. What's it called? Grocery gamble or something like that? A lot of you participated last time. It was actually really funny, but I wish I could stay in chat more, but I gotta go. I love you. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the shift that it has in it. And then on the other side, oh my god. Peace out.